So there's been a bullying scandal with Chrissy, if I'm saying that right, and she's being canceled. The only reason I know about this is because the Babylon Bee put out a hilarious article about it, and they knew then all their readers were gonna go and look up what happened. Turns out she made a couple suicide jabs towards some people, called another woman and made a not so well received joke towards a 9-year-old actress. All these things happened within a span of a few years, and she's paying for them now. Now, I'm not exactly a fan of hers for unrelated reasons, and I'm not trying to give anyone excuses to act poorly, but I feel like some things need to be pointed out. A huge social media presence is bound to have some slip-ups. The fact is, the more people who know you, the more people who will hate you. There's this huge amount of pressure to be seen as cool, hence why bullying ever happens in the first place. People who are emotionally secure don't bully others. But think about all the times you've been emotionally insecure and acted rashly. Think about the times you've gone to vent to people and how much you really would not want those words publicly known. Now, of course, there's a difference between publicly saying something and privately saying something. But all of that should still give us pause. No one's perfect, but now we're living in this unforgiving culture where we're trying to prove to everyone else that we are. And believe it or not going after someone is not the same as defending them. We need to stop forcing people to take sides and encouraging people to treat one another so radically. This is why I try my hardest to protect other people, even others who bully me. Honestly, the only time I'll expose the name of a bullier to my own very small private timeline is when they go after someone else. I don't care if someone bullies me, but you start to bully someone else, I'm gonna start to care. Even then, I only use their own words to form the argument against them, and it's all for the purpose of getting them to straighten up. It scares people straight to be held accountable, and I try to save face for them as much as possible, since what I care about is that people actually start being better human beings. Holding a bully accountable so they change their behavior is good. Protecting the innocent is good. Trying to ruin someone else's life is bad. Most of the time, it's rather unseemly to try to hold people accountable publicly, unless it's a politician. We need to do that with politicians. There's human atrocities going on right now, guys, and we care more about social media jabs and former associations. Now, all these people we see getting canceled, do they deserve it? Honestly, probably yeah. But that's mostly because they're trying to cancel other people. But if we measure ourselves with the same stick with which we measure other people, we all deserve to be canceled. We demand these big public apologies from people, which is really just another way to feel superior over someone else. Do you know what I did when someone offered to publicly apologize for something that they did to me? I said, no, don't do that. Because I had already received a private apology, and I didn't need to have some big power show put on when this person had already privately said sorry to me. What does anyone need a public apology for if someone privately apologizes to them? I'm not going to step on anyone else to boost my ego. My own words and behavior ought to speak for themselves. The last time a bully privately showed contrition to me after I exposed her bullying ways on my timeline, I had mercy. I didn't reveal anything else she did. I took it down because I now believed that she would stop treating other people badly. Even when someone came after me, wanting more evidence, I said no, I was not going to drag this person through the mud. Too many bullies ruin lives. Yes, we need to hold them accountable so they stop being bullies, but we need to break the cycle. My whole shtick is promoting human dignity through various sciences, and even then, I'm the very first to admit I'm no saint. I pay great attention to how I conduct myself, and even then, I'm sure that there's things that can be dug up against me that would have the same effect of canceling me as has happened on these other people. And it would happen to you too. So, since this culture keeps trying to encourage canceling people, what should we do? The same thing we've always done in this country. Vote with your dollar and with your attention, and reflect on the ways that you wouldn't want the very worst of your past to come to light, to define you and ruin your life. In the words of all the most lovable people, do better, please. I'm Regina Lux with Veritas on the Rocks. shining light on the truth.